Hello, come and cook with me in my kitchen. Wow, it's gonna be great today. Oh, wow. We gonna cook today grilled salmon with citrus risotto. So I'm gonna show you how to skin the salmon, to take off the skin from the salmon. So watch me as I do it. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. That's the way we take the skin out of the salmon. If you don't want to cook with the skin, you can take the skin off. Now it's done nicely. Okay, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna cut it into portions. So we're gonna cut it into a 6-ounce portion. 6-ounce portion of each. 6-ounce portion. After we do all this, cut everything, I'm going to marinate the salmon to impact a little bit of flavor. Fish is so delicate, so if you wanna marinate it or flavor it, go lightly. Don't overdo it because fish is very, 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 very tender in the sense that the flavor is not very strong. Some of the fish, some are very strong, some are not very strong. So when you want to marinate, go gentle. It's delicate. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how I make my risotto. What is risotto? Risotto is Italian rice. It's an arborio rice. And we cook it different from a normal rice. It should be creamy and it should be al dente. So I started with my onion, olive oil, and my onion, and I put a little bit garlic for flavor because I want my risotto to taste very good, very good. So that's the way we started. Olive oil, heat it up, add your onion, add your garlic. You can add some fresh herb to it also if you want it, if you desire. Add fresh herb to impact more flavor. You can add rosemary, or you can add thyme to it. So now I'm gonna add my arborio rice to the pan. So I'm adding my arborio rice to the pan slowly. And when I finish, then I'll start to toast the rice in the pan. You don't have to add the rice and then add the stock to it. No, you gotta toast the rice for about 5 minutes or even more in the pan. What it does is the oil will coat the rice and the arborio rice will also absorb the flavor from the garlic and the onions. That will give you a flavorful risotto. So I'm stirring it, toasting. That's the way. If I say toast, that's what I mean by toasting it in the pan. So I didn't add any liquid to it, any stock. So I'll do it for a while, for about 5 minutes or so, before I'll add my stock. Now I have vegetable stock. So I'm toasting my rice, arborio rice. You can find arborio rice in any supermarket or any Italian shop. So I'm adding a little bit of water to it. See, I didn't add all the liquid to it. I will be stirring the rice. Make sure the rice is absorbing the liquid. It's absorbing the stock. It's a vegetable stock. That's the way we cook risotto. I don't add all the stock at once and leave it to cook like rice. No. You want it to be creamy. So by so doing, adding the water, it becomes creamy. See, so I'm adding the water, the stock to it, bit by bit, and then continuing to stir. Some people use cream, but I don't use cream. You don't need cream for it to become creamy. I'll continue to be stirring and stirring and stirring till it reaches the level that I want it, because I want it al dente. With risotto, we don't overcook risotto. Al dente means firm to the bite. When you bite it, you could crack some kind of rawness in it, called al dente, firm to the bite. So I'll continue on adding the stock till I get to the consistency that I want. So I'll continue to add the stock, everything to it. Now I'm adding salt. If you like, you can add salt to it, or you add salt at the end when we are cooking for service. But I add a little bit salt to it. The reason is because this has a lot of cheese inside, so you don't want to over salt it and then later on do a problem. So I'm adding my citrus rind. I told you I have lemon rind, I have orange, and grapefruit, because it's a citrus risotto. So I grated the skin and added to it. And I have to add the juice of this citrus to it also. So I'm cooking it. It's almost there. So I have to taste it and make sure it tastes lemony. So it's almost there. You can see how creamy it's becoming. That's the way we cook risotto. So I'm adding more stock to it. It should be al dente. Don't overcook your risotto, please. When you do that, the Italians will get mad of you. Yeah, I want to make sure you can smell the citrus in it. Yeah, that's the way. If you want to taste something, like you want to smell something, you don't put your nose inside. You use your hand. You know, that's the way we do it. So I'm cooking it. Cooking it is almost there, almost there. Now I've reached the stage whereby it's okay to take it off the pot. So I'm gonna take it, put it on a tray to cool down. You're gonna cool down because you don't want it to overcook. And because something like carry on overcooking. You know, it takes a little bit time for the food to cool down completely. So I put it in the tray, spread it. Make sure I spread it on the tray. Yeah, that's the way we do it, so that it will cool faster. When you do it, it cools faster. Come with me, let's make our sauce for the fish. So the sauce today, we have olive oil, we have shallots, we have pesto, we have Dijon and cream. So it's Dijon, pesto, cream, sauce. So I'm first gonna saute my onions or shallots. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna saute. Always you have to build the flavor. Food is about building flavor. So you don't dump everything inside. Build your flavor. I'm adding my garlic. Adding my garlic to it. Yeah. So I have to cook it or saute for a couple of minutes. And then I will deglaze with a white wine. Deglaze with white wine. So the process is to saute, build the flavor, and then you deglaze with white wine. When you even add the wine, the alcohol gonna evaporate. So those who don't drink alcohol, don't be scared of that. The alcohol will definitely, with the heat, evaporate. So I'm deglazing with white wine, cooking wine, That's the way it goes. Yeah. So watch me as we go through the process. It's very interesting. I'm going to add my concentrated. It can be fish stock or vegetable stock. So concentrated. Now I'm going to add my Dijon. So what we are making right now is Dijon Pesto cream sauce. So I've added my Dijon Mustard, stir it so that it mixes very well. Yeah. So I add my Dijon, stirring it. So watch as I make the sauce. So this sauce is for the fish. You're gonna add lemon juice to it. If you want more lemony flavor, you're gonna add lemon rinds to it. You grate lemon, the skin, and then add it to it. I'm gonna add my pesto. You can also wait till the end before you add your pesto. Wait till the end before you add your pesto if you want to maintain the greenness of the pesto, because pesto is made of basil and some nuts, pine nuts. So if you want it, you can wait till the end before you add. When the sauce is almost cooked, then add your pesto. But I'm gonna add my pesto right now. As I said, the sauce is based on honey, Dijon, and pesto. So it's Dijon, honey, pesto, cream sauce. So now I'm gonna add my honey. I'm adding my honey to my sauce for a little bit sweetness. So it's Dijon, honey, and pesto cream sauce. I'm gonna add my cream to it. If you don't like cream, don't worry about it. So I'm gonna reduce it till it coats the back of the spoon, the wooden spoon. Okay, so we are almost there. Right now, we are almost there. As we continue on, I have to taste and make sure everything is good. Always, I cook tasty food, tasty and flavorful food. A lot of flavor. Yeah. So I'm gonna add some herb to it. You can add rosemary, thyme, some basil, marijuana, whatever herbs you want to it. My sauce for the fish is ready. So I have to take it off. Now I'm gonna do the final stage of my risotto. After I first cook it, cool it down, now I have to prepare it for service. So what I need now in the pan is onions and olive oil. I'll stir it, and then I'll add the risotto to it, the boiled rice, which is cooked, partially cooked, to it. So I'm adding the risotto that I cooked, partially cooked, back to the pot with the white wine and the onion that I just sauteed. So I'm adding more stock to it. Now I have to make it creamier, very creamy. So I'm stirring it, low heat so that it doesn't burn. That's what we do. That's the way we make risotto. It's a process. We don't cook it as normal rice. I work with some people who just cook it, dump the water, cover it. They don't care. No, but I put a lot of care into my cooking. I want those who eat my food be satisfied and be content and remember me as long as possible. Yeah, so I'm gonna do it in this process, or this process, till it becomes creamy and creamy and creamy. Now, as you can see, it's creamy, almost done, al dente. I'm adding my butter. At the end, you add the butter and you stir it. Don't add melted butter. Incorporate it into the risotto to make it creamier and give it a lot of flavor. So I'm adding my butter now, and I'm gonna add my cheese. I'm gonna add my cheese to it. I want it to be cheesy. Okay, Parmesan cheese. Yeah. So that's the way we make Italian risotto. Yes. So see, now it's becoming so creamy. It's becoming so creamy. Risotto. Yeah. As you can see, it's very creamy now. It's very creamy, and I'm gonna show you how to test a good risotto. So I'm gonna add a little bit of parsley for color, just for color. You can add fresh parsley, you can add dry parsley, but the fresh parsley is better because everything fresh is good, it's better. So I'm gonna incorporate the parsley into the risotto, and then we move from there. Yeah, I'm tasting to make sure it's al dente. I don't have to overcook it. Make sure it's al dente. Make sure it's al dente. We cook risotto like we're cooking pasta. It should be al dente. Yeah, so if Italians say al dente, that's what they mean. I'm gonna take it and put it in the hotel pan for service. So it's done. I have my butter, I have my cheese. It's done. You can see how creamy it is. Look how cheesy it is. Yes, that's the way I want it. If you don't like cheese, you don't need to put cheese. You see, as I'm dropping it, it doesn't stick to the pan. It just flows down. This is good risotto. Yeah. I'm gonna add grated cheese, minced cheese also on top of it. That's the way I want it to be. You don't need to do that, but that's the way I'm doing it. So I have mixed grated cheese on top of it, So the risotto is done. This is my end result of the risotto. Now back to the other side of the kitchen. My salmon, which is in the oven grilling. This oven can do everything: grill, bake, steam, combination, whatever. It's a very expensive oven. So my salmon is cooked. I'm gonna take it out of the oven and put it on a hotel pan. So that is my salmon. So tender, so juicy. Oh my goodness. I love it. I love my job. I love cooking. It's a passion. It's a passion. It's a hobby. It's a profession. I love cooking. Wow. I'm so happy about the results of this salmon. Now I'm gonna arrange the salmon in the hotel pan. First of all, that's my sauce. I'm gonna put a little bit in the pan, the hotel pan. That's 2 inches hotel pan. And then I'll arrange my salmon on it, in it. Yeah, so there we go. There we go. Bam, 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 bam. So I'm gonna arrange it nicely. I've come to an end of this cooking episode. Thank you for taking your time to watch me wherever you are, in your homes, in your offices. I really appreciate you taking your time and watching me. Continue watching me, but please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. Till next time, I will say goodbye to you. Goodbye.